Right. So very good morning, all of you. Right, few more already joined and online. Great, good. So, just the elections, the state assembly elections concluded, right? So whatever that aspect of tense is over in Telangana. So let us wait and see for tomorrow the result part. Then at the same time, on the you can say the D-Day, the election day in Telangana, again something happened in Andhra Pradesh and versus Telangana, right? So we don't know why the issue. Maybe we don't also not aware very clearly whether it's a political angle or not. But from exam point of view, it's very clear that, right, when the water, the two interstate water dispute is concerned, is a matter of concern. The constitution stipulated the water isn't under the state list or the central list. Huh? India being the federal, right? Federal in structure, unitary in spirit, we called it, right? So now that Krishna water dispute between Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, this is one of the, and now the spotlight is on Nagarjuna Sagar Dam. Is it a water? Is a central subject or state subject? Where you will find this list? Union list, state list, concurrent list. Which schedule? Right? 7th schedule clearly talking about. And remember the point, because of the constitution, water no doubt comes under the state. When it comes to the interstate related, not only the water, every aspect, wherever the two or more states are involved, the center will automatically step in. Okay? Center has to step in also. Because if any disputes arises, who will mediate? If not, right? The center. Court is a last option, right? So mediation is essential now. You have to resolve the issues through negotiations. And when two parties are virtual at the warring path, we don't have an option rather than to seek the mediation first. So no doubt center plays a very crucial role in the mediation. Still, if not resolved, of course, Supreme Court is there, right? The Supreme Court is having original jurisdiction to deal with any disputes arising out of central government and the state government or one state and the another. Okay, directly those cases will be filed in the Supreme Court. And when it comes to this interstate matters, even at one point, Supreme Court came up with the opinion or with the judgment very clearly that let it be solved only with the center mediation. Okay, because number innumerable aspects has to be taken into consideration. Final directions, if necessary, will be given by Supreme Court. But as per the Constitution, again, the river authorities were established. The central government sometimes will have upper hand even over the decisions of the Supreme Court vis-a-vis with this interstate water issues are concerned. Now that regarding Nagarjuna Sagar issue, I think the morning news is very clear, right? Now it's under CRPF, right? So, if you look from the Andhra point of view, it looks like they are right. If you look from Telangana point of view, they are right. Only the public concern is, first of all, why the issue is pending from long time and why now, isn't it? But from our competitive point of view, overall issue is important for us, isn't it? Even you may say why it is pending, okay, and what is the authority that is saying. Then you have to look into the Bachavath issues also, because water sharing. Apart from this, not only the Nagarjuna Sagar related, any other issues between Telangana and Andhra. In addition to that, overall, okay, like recently we discussed the Kaveri issues. So other states. So interstate water disputes is regularly appearing in our examinations. And we discussed number of times if you look at our previous videos and all the way in detail assess. So whenever the issues, instead of we just looking at and keeping aside, go back and review the entire scenario. So this sort of revision continuously, okay, collecting the holistic information, that is other disputes, then other states issues, Telangana versus other states, Andhra versus other states, or Karnataka, Maharashtra, Kerala, right, even to the north, the states, okay, Kanban last time we discussed all the way. So try to look at those point of view, and even the constitutional point of view, different river water boards, then even articles that dealing with the river issues, and sometimes advisable also the entry number in the union list as well as in the state list. So if you recheck number of times, as the issues are regularly happening, is automatically imprint on you. Whenever the exam comes with objective or descriptive, automatically it will step in. And to substantiate your point, especially in the descriptive, quoting a data is always advisable, but don't what you call put too much of data. Any extreme is dangerous, right? So as many as possible is concerned. So go through that aspect. No doubt there is a live, and now that other exams are in the corner, both the prelims and mains, and look like right. Group one also they're slightly altering the syllabus. So whether they will issue notification or not is the next question. But let us hope the best. As the elections are the corner, at least like happened in Telangana, there too notification may be issued. And exam, once notification issues, if not today, tomorrow they have to conduct exam. Okay. And for us, till we getting into is a struggle, isn't it? No option also, isn't it? So let us be in the positive in that one. So go through that interstate water issues in depth all the way. Okay. Apart from, of course, specifically when Andhra is concerned, its claims specifically go through. So now let us come to the other areas where we can make the things now that COP, Conference of Parties, right, is going on, and Modi the other day attended the summit and expressed India's readiness to hold the summit in India. So as 2023 saw the G20, right, India being the presidency. And similarly, another, what is the other summit that we hold 2023 apart from G20? SCO. Okay. Then of course we are actively participating, and India is aiming at, we can say, the global leader. Perhaps thought of this, India is express is readiness to hold the meeting, right? So right now 33, right, had to be then. So when it be of 33, where are the others? Okay, why we waited so much is because up to 2026, right now the dates and everything was finalized. So now 25, where is going on? Dubai, right? UAE. 26 is going to be again, I mean, already happened this in 21, 22, now the present, Dubai. And 24 is the Eastern Europe group is holding this summit. It's the specific place has to be finalized. Then 30, that is in 25, Brazil, okay, is going to be, and 31, Australia and Pacific nations. So where the specific place is going to be done. So up to 26 is booked. Now we have to find out when 31, 32, 33. That means in 2028 we are batting for. Okay. So let us see this whether 2028 India is going to have it or not. And advisable to know from 2021 onwards where the meetings and sometime recently civil services, the chronology they're asking about it. Okay, where the summits are there. So advisable to this. Oculus remains on COP 33. So this is 31, 32, 33. So let us see this how best we can go ahead with this. And similarly, when the present meeting is going on, quick recollection of these issues. Conference of Parties, the idea initiated in 1992 in Rio Earth Summit. Okay, I think it's too much is there. And the first meeting was held in 1995 at Berlin, Germany. Always when international treaty appeared, one point you have to keep in mind is that when the parties signed, automatically it will not came into force. When it will came into force? Only after due ratification. Ratification by concerned countries' parliaments has to do that, the legislatures. Then it is. So initially signed by 154. Now how many? 198 parties right now in this convention. They're the figures which you have to keep in mind. Okay. So after the ratification, it came into force and working towards the issues. And which is the organization, the UN, right? It is happening under the UN auspicious. What is that? Sure. UNFCC. Okay. So recently, in one quiz program, I find difficult it is. Without this, they put the things, then what it is. Okay. Even that question too posed, the logo part. So, UN, that is United Nations Framework Convention on Climatic Change. So this is nothing but what we call a multilateral treaty. Okay. And what for? Okay. To measure progress. Okay. This is the most important thing. And as well as negotiate multilateral responses to climatic change. Now that one the decision you have taken, how the countries are adherent to those things and what the progress when you say this, the responding and progress. India, or for that matter, what we call every country will stipulate themselves. Yes, I will do this, do this, do this. What it is called the term nationally, ND, nationally determined goals. Every nation will determine itself. Okay, this is yes, we are going to commit. When India is going to commit for zero carbon 70, right? We made it up. And we have innumerable commitment vis-a-vis with 2030 is concerned. isn't it? And now the mains exam, though I'm not going to delve in detail on this. If the question arises, how India or how much the India is contributing towards this COP, or for that matter, the climate change, or towards the green era, if you use the word, okay, the new green era, what is an action vis-a-vis with India is concerned? Okay, so that is India's climatic action, if otherwise we called it. So one thing on the top of the agenda, no doubt, is our zero emissions by 2070. And global carbon emissions only 5% right now, the India is. Okay, there is one another statistics you have to keep in mind. And the 2030 target of meeting how much electricity we wanted to generate from non fossil sources, megawatts, okay, overall 40%. Okay, overall 40% of electricity capacity we wanted to achieve on this one. And statistics says that uh, right now by 2020 financial year, we are able to generate 719 megawatts. When 23 came, it is 2232 megawatts. Say, so where is 719? I think better. So this is of 2020 when it is happening. By 2023, we are able to generate. So this achieved it is. Okay, we are able to achieve. So keeping that in mind, by 24, now that the few months it is concerned, 2.2 gigawatts of solar rooftop capacity we wanted to add. So no doubt India is focusing on that. What the Modi recently used the word powering tomorrow. Okay, so when you say the powering tomorrow is for the future generation, so that they can lead comfortably and all the ways, right? So sustainable living is important. And towards that, we even started life, right? What is that life? They use the word right is right. Hmm? So last 26 summit, right? And Modi announced this life part is concerned. Lifestyle for environment. LI is lifestyle for environment. Those who are not aware, just make note. Lifestyle for employment. So we are emphasizing on not only energy production, but also on energy conservation and sustainable living. And what are the initiatives? India's initiative, eco-friendly initiatives, if you use the word, because most of the thing, right? Eco-friendly initiatives we call. What are those? India's initiatives. Will it LED bulb distribution comes under it? LED bulb distribution. Hmm? It's an eco-friendly, right? That's what thing, right? So what is the scheme known as government scheme for the promotion of? Because it's a long one, not right. Ujala, right? So Ujala scheme is towards that one, right? This is for is a we can say this world largest affordable LED bulb distribution. 37 crores LEDs so far distributed on behalf of the government. Then one more thing regularly appeared is fame. Fame India they call, right? What it is? Relating to what? electrical vehicles, right? Mainly now we are planning for the charging, EV charging infra also is there. So developing EV charging infra comes under this. So more than 1,000 crores already allotted and spent on this one. Then of course, banning the single-use plastics comes under this eco-friendly. Okay, that's also be that. So the few things we made the thing is concerned. Okay, when it come to the another program which the Modi's favorite, right, regarding Ganga, Namami Ganga, will it come under? It's globally recognized in a way, right? UN recognized Namami Ganga as one of the top 10 world restoration flagships. When UN recognizes, yes, no doubt it is concerned. Then another thing on this model is they called zero budget farming, right? And livelihood generated under the Aarti Ganga model, all these things will be there. Then, and towards the overall green planet, not only in India, India, because being the leader himself, wanted to contribute itself to the world, and we have ISA, or with along with the France, we come out with ISA. What is ISA? International Solar Alliance. This also initiated in this. Then disaster resilience infrastructure, another disaster resilience infrastructure. Okay. Then we use the word climate justice. What for? Is central to our global climate change discourse. We call the climate justice to be done. Okay. Then one more thing, of course, this uh, mission, when you say this life. So all these, if we considered the India's green planet, this is within India, then overall planet. Okay, what India is contributing. So if your answer will be substantiated with 2-3 points, that will be done enough. Okay. So within India, when the climate first policies taking the center stage, to boost this manufacturing is also important. More nearly, I think around 20,000 crores, okay, 19,500 crores allocated for this. Is the states also involved or directly central is only doing this? State action plan is also there, because without that exclusively we can. So far the statistics says nearly 34 state union territories prepared state action plan on climatic change, and another 30 projects sanctioned under the National Adoption Fund for climatic change. So we are making heads towards that. So what is our target by 2030? India want to be, one of the general thing is that four major economies already it is there. So India now fourth globally renewable energy installed capacity. Even in installed capacity also renewable energy, India is the fourth one right now. So like this, the few aspects advisable to go through on this India's contribution, so that yes, your mains point of view also addressed. As the present meeting is going on, be in touch whatever be the crucial outcomes of this meeting. So take note from the exam point of view. For example, on the first day, there's a on L&D, of course, not the new concept, loss and damage fund cleared. So when the loss and damage fund, it was announced way back in 2022 in this COP27 Sharm el Sheikh. So loss and damage, when you say this, where is the loss? Where is? So it's a negative consequences arising from what? Unavoidable risks of this climatic change. You can do nothing when you say it's unavoidable. Like now there's a rising sea levels. You have to address this very much. So if not address, the few areas will submerge into it. So we have to be take care of this. And prolonged heat waves, which we are experiencing right now. Okay, summer we can understand, even the rainy season, the heat waves. Okay, the thing is, and species extension, similarly the crop failures, all these issues comes under the loss and damage. So that has to be addressed. For that purpose, the fund was created. So this fund, the main impact is to compensate, as is unavoidable in this present era. No option. You but still you can address the issue. So keeping that in mind, you want to compensate the countries dealing with this. So most of the countries that are getting affected are developing countries, and those are poor. Either they don't have the technology to tackle, and most importantly, they don't have the money. So somebody has to pour in, whoever afford, whoever can. Even there's a country that every country, because 198 members are there, let you contribute whatever you can. One may contribute 1 rupee, another may contribute 100 rupees. Let it be so. Variation may be there, so that it's everyone for everyone, right? So based on this, and as the money involved, the World Bank is taking care of it. Is based at the World Bank, but managed by independent secretariat. And right now, the UAE, Germany, UK, Japan already pledged money to the fund, and a few more are on the cards. It is. And in this meeting, UAE commits the other day 30 billions to the World Climatic Action Summit. Okay, and Altera. Okay, this is one of the program, a climate-focused investment vehicle. Okay, so because the climate finance is crucial, prioritizing in this climate finance equitable access to global south part is concerned. Okay, so this is a private investment. So this fund stands as the world largest private investment vehicle. That's what the thing is concerned. So already it's committed. So the few more organization is going to commit on this part is concerned. But still, when you're writing for the mains, take care of these challenges. There is no doubt how do you define this developing countries itself is a challenging problem, and what are the countries that will come under this L&D, that itself has to be done carefully. Then poor data right now, so you have to this, and low technical capacity for the, so you have to address this issue. Then no doubt we are going to deal the case wonderfully. Okay, so like this, any the initiatives that is coming up, you have to keep it. And similarly, the India too, I think today's news arises, of course the Modi is coming back, and while have the meeting on the sidelines of the COP28 in Dubai, India co-hosts two high-level events. One is Lead IT, right? Okay, Lead IT 2.00 session. What it is? Lead IT is with Sweden. Okay. we co-hosted. Okay, this is India co-hosts this lead IT with the Sweden. Of course, intention is to shared effort to give industry transition a boost and low carbon tech and innovation receives. Okay. Uh, One more thing with UAE, Green Credits Initiative. Green Credits Initiative. This is with the UAE. So on the sidelines of this COP28, India co-hosts these two high-level events. So now this green credits, when is the word India is planning to come out with Earth's health card. Okay, so let us see how it is going to take the shape in the course of time. So like this, whatever coming up, focus on this, then the issue. Okay. Yeah. So, any doubts on this COP? Okay. Anyhow, now the meeting is going on. Again, after the end of it, we will summarize. In between, make note whatever that appearing in the newspapers from the exam point of view. So don't look everything. Now, another thing that is the Cambodia Sangar Wat become the eighth wonder of the world. Okay. What are the other seven wonders hitherto? Okay. Uh, First wonder, huh? Okay. I think whether I kept it or not. Yeah, seven wonders. When of course, whatever we personally perceive is different. As per this, the Great Wall of China, which was built long back 700 BC. Okay, Petra, that's in Jordan. Then Colosseum, then Chichen Itza, that is Mexico, Manchu Picchu, then Taj Mahal, of course. Now there's an issue also there. Who constructed Taj Mahal, what all the thing is also different. But anyhow, that itself is a wonder. Then Redeemer. So right now, with this was added the Angkor Wat. And the point that we have to keep in mind, it built by, because when the thing is concerned, the Khmer, right? All the empire, became under the pattern of the king Surya Varman II. Okay. Initially, it was dedicated, it looked like Hindu temple, dedicated Lord Vishnu. Now, it became the biggest temple with the Buddhism is concerned. So, few points quickly, you can relate it. Okay. The world largest. So, India, on its part, come up with the projects, Mandir projects abroad, MPA. So recently, the Jaishankar announced that yes, India is going to do something with this project. So they wanted to restore the Angkor Wat temple because it was damaged a lot. Though UNESCO heritage site it is, for renovation, it has to spend a lot. Now, India came forward. And this overall under the umbrella program, Mandir projects abroad. There was the war. So not only in India, now the Ayodhya temple and everything is happening perhaps in India, not only in India, abroad. So under this, the Indian government is making its concern. Already, this is the second project is right? It looks like in UAE already, it's building a temple in UAE, and another is also in Bahrain. Now this Angar what, though they are not building a new thing, but coming with the thing. So maybe advisable to recollect this. What is this Mandir project abroad? Okay. So they want to make it as a special initiative. Okay. Then, of course, back again the Khalistan issue and the role of the RAW. So recently, when Canada alleged in hand in killing Khalistani leader, who? Canada. Hmm? What is the Sardarji's name? Huh? So that means revising is very important. Hmm? Not jail Singh. Harbit Singh. Okay. So sometimes you don't know to make you trouble possibility of asking this sort of issues. So allegation is that raw agents are behind. But in America, it so happened there already was killed. But here it is not the case. It was revealed. Okay. So American version is that India agent contacted, and it so happened that person is undercover. Okay, is an FBI agent. Like the raw agents, they are in civil dress, right? All the way is concerned, and nobody knows that they are the agents too. Okay, so that itself is a secrecy. So allegation is that whatever be the allegation, is no doubt America, Canada, along with another three countries, they are sharing intelligence. What it is called? Intelligence sharing among the five countries. Hmm? Five. What is this? Intelligence comes under. Okay, when is when CC cameras keep everywhere, they'll cut big boss is watching. Okay, so you'll watch with your eyes only, right? So five eyes. Five eyes is a name of the intelligence of five countries. Apart from Canada and America, what are others? UK, Australia, naturally, right? All the things is concerned. So uh, perhaps after learning something in Canada, they are alert. Okay, and the US accuses this Indian officials plotting to kill Khalistani terrorists here, Gurpadhan Pannun. So one Mr. Nikhil Gupta is involved in this and is trying to make effort. So whether he is a raw agent or not is only time will reveal. But when this recently, when this Khalistan issues and everything happening, last time we discussed a lot. Innumerable terrorists or terrorist supporters that get killed in foreign nations. So we don't know who and what. So like last week we discussed about the Khalistan movement and Blue Star operations. So all these things try to recollect from exam point of view. Okay. Now one more thing within India, because Khalistan is no doubt a terroristic, and we don't want to encourage any separatism in any form, and India will not stand with violence in whatever form it is. Any negotiations, any issue has to be resolved only through peaceful negotiations. We stand for that. It is a ballot, not the bullet. Through ballot, yes, you can change the government, you can change the policies. So, where the public will have a say, otherwise, might become right. This is what we call the Machanyaya. So, we are against all those things. So, the reason why everybody is questioning whether I is involved in killing those, eliminating this supporters. So, that's our big question mark. And internally, too, as insurgency movement is there very much, and recently the peace deal has happened with UNLF, where which state UNLF is very much active in Manipur. So UNLF stands for United National. Okay, is not nation. Okay, National Liberation Front. It is a Meitei separatist group. Now this Manipur, no, Meiteis versus Cookies, and this UNLF specifically stands with them. And as the Manipur is burning, it looks like they too behind and doing. So first of all, let us discuss with him and cool down them. So with that purpose, they enter into the deal, and so that other groups also will come on to the mainstream and go ahead as per the constitution. Okay. And now that the peace deal is very clear, whatever operations conducted by the state and the central will be halted, and they too will do the same. So they will not attack each other. That's the major purpose, and the issues will be resolved. So there's an important development in vis-a-vis Manipur. Another issue also in Manipur, we have to keep it up because when the Manipur violence is at its Supreme Court appointed a committee, and recently that committee submitted its report, headed by Justice Geeta Mittal. Is a three-member committee only, right? Now the May, when the violence broke out in the month of August, it was appointed and it submitted its report. Geeta Mittal Committee, three members, all women team. So that how to address this humanitarian aspect when the violence is taking place. Even the big issue of identifying the persons who died and cremating them also become the big issue. So from the humanitarian angle, they come with this. So just remember the point. Then coming to certain constitutional issues, Supreme Court is very much recently what we call busy with deciding the role of the governor too. Last week it came very clearly when bills related, will the governor have any discretionary power? Can he withhold his assent indefinitely? So it come up heavily on that, and governors has to sign the bill, or otherwise they have to return the bill or send it back to the president for his consent. He can reserve the bill, but they can't withhold indefinitely. There it come up heavily. But at the same time, when it comes to the appointing vice chancellors, a decision came in favor of the governor. Okay. So generally, when executive appointments, their central level presidents appoints, state level governor appoints. All appointments happen only on the advice of the Council of Ministers headed by there the Prime and here the CM. So Supreme Court interpreted in a different way vis-a-vis with the word chancellor, vice chancellor is concerned. because that was done by a separate act. So when you're the chancellor, in that capacity as the chancellor of university, you can appoint the vice chancellor. And this is a new, not a new one. What hitherto, whenever the issue between governor and state government happened, Supreme Court came up with a suggestion that instead of one name, you suggest three names. Out of the three suggested by again a search committee, governor will choose anyone, need not be a priority. That is hitherto Supreme Court judgment. Now it interpreted further and made it under a discretionary power. So when you use the word discretionary, governor can take decision on his own without the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers. So being the chancellor, now he can appoint vice chancellors of the universities. So we have to find out in what way, okay, how it is going to take the twists and turns. Now state governments are going for review of this judgment of the Supreme Court. So review petition shortly they are going to launch again. Now it's a three members constitutional, three members bench, reviewed by 5, 7, 9, 13 like this. So far highest is 13. Keshwanda Bharti case related. So let us have to wait and see the twists and turns. But no doubt, this is unnecessarily creating the risk also. Okay. If that be the case, what is the position? Okay. The present status quo will be disturbed, no doubt. But relation between central government and state government become the crucial. When same party is in power, no problem. But otherwise, what is the stake of governance? Okay, the fate of governance is in question. So, is a bigger question mark. And two power blocks should not be at one place. If that be the case, clash is but inevitable, isn't it? Clash is natural. So let us see that how the issue is going to alter on this. And this is related to Kerala, especially, right, regarding vice chancellor issue. And Supreme Court came up with this. Then another thing here regarding appointing the Chief Secretary of Delhi, Supreme Court come up with a different suggestion. Hitherto, because the state government and lieutenant governor, right, both has to, and central government is also involved. State government used to forward the name, and lieutenant governor may or may not accept. Most of the time, is rejecting new names. So Supreme Court, instead of it, reverse it. Okay, let the central government and lieutenant governor forward the names, and state may take the call out of those three. So we have to wait and see what is be. But anyhow, as a temporary truce, present secretary, chief secretary got the extension for another 6 months. Supreme Court okayed it. Anyhow, he is going to retire by then. Then it was extended. Mm. But here, as a Delhi position is entirely different, where the central government is also involved. And that too, there is a, being the capital, is a union territory. Being union territory, only central government do everything, isn't it? Still, Delhi is a union territory. We have to remember that one. Okay, so you cannot claim all the facilities or all the powers enjoyed by the state. So Delhi can't claim that, isn't it? But anyhow, when come to the power, everybody wants to enjoy the power. That is but natural. And we need to resolve the issues carefully without much, what we call, disturbance or disturbing the governance part. And chief secretary, no doubt, very crucial for the government, right? And Delhi, if you take the Telangana, right, KCR how we can override all innumerable seniors appointed, handpicked. 13, right? In the Punyati. That means that they want somebody who can carry their vision. That is from the point. Whether we agree or not agree is the next question. That's how the governance will go ahead. But when it comes to where the state government and central government both are involved, vis-a-vis Delhi is concerned, no doubt they have to work together. The reason why Supreme Court come up with the reverse suggestion, okay, reverse engineering now. Instead of now state suggesting, let the central government suggest first. So no issue. Out of the panel now, state can choose. So we had to wait and see how it is going to do things. So, so they had to select the name from the panel given by LG and Union government. So for next selection part, how would we? Then one more thing in the Supreme Court recently again talked about delimitation commission. You know pretty well this delimitation commission is to demarcate constituencies day to day. And this time the issue is relating to the Limbu and Thamang tribal communities in Sikkim as well as in West Bengal. Assembly is coming up. So as they are seeking for the proportionate representation, that is proportional representation is in accordance with the size of the population. So now Supreme Court directed that yes, let the center set up a delimitation commission. So here article 330, 332, you have to keep in mind this reservation of seats for SCs and STs in House of People means nothing but Lok Sabha. And here the State Assembly is 332 dealing with. So they feel that when this proportional representation is not happening, it is against Article 14. So in that issue, it directed the central government to go for delimitation commission. Which article is stipulating delimitation commission? 82. So readjusting the constituencies number as well as the boundaries of Lok Sabha and state assemblies actually supposed to after every census, but it's not happening now. Okay, so separately thing is concerned. And one of the thing is, once the delimitation commission came up with these decisions considered final, they can't be challenged in any court. This is called unchallengeable one. And delimitation commission consisting of a Supreme Court judge, either present or retired. Similarly, chief election commissioner or election commissioner nominated by him and respective state election commissioner. So it's a 3-member panel. And so far 4 times, a quick recollection, last time too we discussed this. Independence 52, 63, 73 and 2002. Okay, after that it has to be. So in 2002, it was freezed. Okay. Till 2026, no delimitation exercise. Now, because of that, now court directed it. Even recently in Jammu and Kashmir, also the delimitation commission done its exercise there. Okay, because Jammu and Kashmir lost its statehood, get divided into Kashmir and Ladakh, and only Kashmir got the assembly. So now, based on this, a delimitation commission was appointed there. So that's all the issues has to keep in mind. Okay. Then recently, the president, while addressing this, the Constitution Day. When you will find this Constitution Day? Sure? November 26. Why? The date, adoption of Indian Constitution. Okay. So, she batted for All India Judicial Service. So, what are the All India services right now we have? Like IAS, IPS, IFS. That's it, right? So we don't have All India Judicial Service so far, though there's a lot of discussions are taking place all the way. So now she was proposed as. And remember, this All India Judicial Commission, in the 14th report of this Law Commission, way back 1958 onwards, it is on the cards. So we don't know when it is going to be happen in a way. Actually, under this, district judges can be recruited centrally through All India examination. Right now, district judges are appointed. Right? Appointed by whom? By the governor. Of course, the president appoints Supreme Court and High Court judges, presently on the recommendation of collegium. District court judges appointed by the governor. And below, they are recruited. Okay? Every state. DJ? No, no, not district court, not this. Only at the magisterial level, in the ending, starting. Okay, Munsub magistrate, they call them, starting part only, they get recruited. So now, why don't you go for? That's what, up to district level. All should be done on this basis. So, like in IAS, IPS. So, which article of the Indian Constitution stipulate this? How? What is the process? So you have to take care about this article 312. It's Rajya Sabha has a power to create an All India service. So only Rajya Sabha can do so. So by 2/3 majority, if Rajya Sabha passes a resolution, then All India service is created. Will it amount to constitutional amendment? It's not treated as constitutional amendment. Okay. So Rajya Sabha has having a special power. This is what we call. What are the other special powers Rajya Sabha has? Apart from creating All India services. All the time, right? You have to keep in mind special powers of Lok Sabha, special powers of Rajya Sabha. That means others not have. Like Lok Sabha, money bills introduced only in Lok Sabha, right? No confidence motion is an exclusive prerogative of Lok Sabha. Rajya Sabha is not having. So same case, Rajya Sabha, what did it have? If the central government wanted to make a law on state list, one of the condition is, if Rajya Sabha pass a resolution by 2/3 majority on national interest, it can do so. Right? That's one of the issue. Similarly, removal of vice president. The process has to be initiated only in Rajya Sabha because vice president is the ex officio chairperson of Rajya Sabha. So that will be initiated in the one. Similarly, this All India services can be created by Rajya Sabha only here. Lok Sabha is not having this power. Only Rajya Sabha has the power to do so. So once Rajya Sabha passed, then Parliament step in by simple majority under this 23 and 224. It can create All India Judicial Service. So first Rajya Sabha has to pass that resolution. That is an important. Yeah. Then it does not require any amendment of the Constitution. So which article? Article 368 is dealing with the amendment procedure. So yeah, it's not treated as an amendment. Yeah, that's it. Then another thing, right? Your competitive part. Jharkhand governor clears bill having provisions of life term for cheating. So once you cheat in the exams, it may be up to 10 years. Not only individuals, even organizations. Right? Recently, there's an allegation that few organizations involved in one IPS, wala, right? So, when civil services writing and all the way it is concerned. If like this, not only fine, but the imprisonment even for the organizations also. So, so up to 10 crores of fine or life imprisonment. So somebody compared this with especially opposition parties. No? When Jallianwala Bagh massacre takes place, what is that bill which we consider black bill? Why Jallianwala Bagh massacre has taken place? The people gathered on the Baisakhi day to protest against what? Raulat? Right? So they are comparing like this. Okay. So what is nobody is going to question the punishment, but that should be reasonable. So Indian party's concern is a reformative justice, not revenge. Now, what is this? Okay. And the possibilities, no, sometimes we don't know whether innocent once it is happening, what is the position? So, uh, let us see how it is going to shape. But anyhow, finally, it given the consent. And one more thing regarding Ladakh, their aspirations finally fulfilled. Once the Kashmir part get divided and Ladakh become union territory without assembly, previously they have the representatives. At least now they are saying, okay, forget about assembly, let you give us the special recognition, special status under sixth schedule of the constitution. There are the two schedules, 5 and 6, dealing with the tribal specially, and fifth is in general, and sixth is specifically for 4 states. Now they wanted to add, and finally, central government agreed for constituting a committee. Right now, the decision it is concerned. So, based on this, they agreed for to examine this demand. This is go to Ladakh to provide a constitutional safeguard. How far it is going? So, a committee is going to look into this issue, whether it can be included or not. Hitherto, what are the states? 4 states under sixth schedule. Right. What are the benefits if included? If what are the benefits that a particular area get if it is included in the sixth schedule? Of course, governor will take care, no doubt. Governor role is more, but I'm talking is what is the benefits? So Aparna mentioned AMTM, right? So if you remember that abbreviation, all the way it is. But two M's are there. You have to be very careful about that, right? ATM might be there, right? Right. So, what are the potential benefits? Autonomy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Because the issue is once you are going for the main examination, right? In the group, right, group 1, 2, now this written part is there, descriptive part is there. You have to write. Objective, they will give you which are the following true or false. But descriptive, it is not the case. Whenever somebody is demanding what for, what the benefits they will get out of it. Okay. Similarly, you have to find out what are the other aspect, other side, the negatives angle. Like this, okay, regularly you have to make. And most important thing, when this sixth schedule, when the tribal specially made it is, they have their distinct culture identity. So protecting and preserving the distinct cultural identity is very crucial. For that, it is giving guarantee. Okay, that's a very primary part. Preservation of cultural and linguistic identity become the crucial. And of course, another and which is the most crucial thing in the tribal areas, what's happening is encroachments, land grabbings by outsiders. If that be the case, yes, it will prevent land grabs from outsiders. These are two very crucial. And apart from resources are there. So the resources has to be meant only for the tribal's welfare. So now Ladakh resources should have the control over Ladakh only, not by others. So that is what Ladakh will get control over that one. And when this linguistic identity, what are the languages of Ladakh? Two tribal languages are very much there. One is Balti, another is Drok, DROK. Balti and Drok. So they wish to get a special part is concerned. And apart from this, other issues like tribal political representation will be there, and Hill Development Council will get an autonomy, and social educational empowerment will also happen. Economic development, job opportunities will be more. Okay. Overall, you can achieve the security concerns, okay, as well as the development concerns of that area. So, like the top priorities, at least 3 4 points. The maximum you will write how many points in descriptive as the civils groups, wherever the mains. Maximum 5 you will write, and minimum 3. And if you remembered on everything, 3 points is sufficient because the word limit is there. Okay, you need not be worried of too many points also. Okay, definitely two will come. Add try to one. So 2 or 3 points is an important for everything. Okay, so like this, okay, whenever the demand why they want, what the benefit they will accrue. Okay, go through that one. Then another thing regarding the moment, PMGKY get extended for another 5 years. What is this PMGKY? GKAY. So Prime Minister, very clear, general knowledge, huh? Not general knowledge, right? Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. So when Corona is satisfied, and people at the time, right, the picture also will there, the distribution, the free distribution of essentials, especially the rice part. It was done. Now they extend it for another 5 years. Then, of course, the major relief for everyone. Okay, last time we discussed this tunnel. At the time, the issue is going on. Finally, after 17 days of Uttarakhand tunnel collapse, 41 workers successfully evacuated. Right. So it's a rescue mission of NDRF, Army, miners. Okay, everybody, right? The involved, entire nation at the time looks towards it. And who are the persons major role played? Okay. Hmm. Yeah, Australian. What's the name? Arnold. Arnold Dix. No doubt is a scientific researcher and underground tunneling expert from Australia. Then apart from this, who else? Whom we call rat hole miner, right? Mining was done in this part is concerned. Who is an expert of this rat hole miner? Munna Qureshi, actually Finally, right, he was hailed as operations hero, Munna Qureshi. Rat hole, okay, because that's what how finally it's done. And is there any, now that all of you are aspirants of the IAS, any IAS officer involved? Right, wonderful. Okay, how the part is concerned. So future, let us hope. Okay, he will involve. But right now, the nearest Cairwall, okay, is a secretary in the Uttarakhand government and nodal officer for the Silkayara tunnel collapse mishap. Okay, he played a very crucial role. Okay, so always administration is an important, and the persons it is okay. Neeraj Kairwal, like this. Okay, innumerable people made the thing, and finally we had to salute each and everyone. Okay, the rescues and the what. And this is what rat hole mining. It refers to narrow pits dug into the ground, typically just large enough for one person to descend. Only one person can do so. And once it was dug by ropes or bamboo ladders, they will reach down and thing. It's actually illegal issue and banned. Government banned it. Even National Green Tribunal also banned it. But now that came into rescue, isn't it? So advisable to remember this lateral mining concept as well. Then one more thing, this week, Agnikul launching pad is ready. So last time also we discussed this issue. Now it's getting more. The trials and everything is going on. It's India's first private space launch pad. Where it is? Okay. So from where now India is launching its satellites? Sriharikota, there only. Okay. So nowhere else. So just to make it a point, because recently suddenly somebody asked for this. So it's from the Sriharikota only. ISRO only taking care. Okay. Overall supervision is under the guidance of ISRO, but only by invested by private parties. Okay, because that is also very crucial, and they will take care of the issues. Then another thing for Indians now whoever wish to go to Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, all those things, visa at arrival, right? So you can coolly make it. So the list continues more than 50 plus. కానివ్వండి ఐఏఎస్ ఐపీఎస్ అయితే వెళ్ళిపోవచ్చు. న్యూ ఇయర్, ఓకే, న్యూ ఇయర్ సెలబ్రేషన్స్ ఈటవరా అటవరా. Okay, right. Then, of course, another thing, Nepal became the first South Asian country to officially register same-sex marriages. Now the issue, now the issue in the Supreme Court again, right? It came up with a revision petition again, though is a relief for here, but still, and Nepali Supreme Court is very much so. 5 months back itself, directed the government to register, and finally, things happen. Then, of course, on the Constitutional Day, the Prime Minister unveiled the statue of Ambedkar. So, one difference you will noticed in the statue of Ambedkar, which was installed there. What is the difference? Statue of Ambedkar. All the time, right? Whenever it says the hand symbol, but I don't know why. Here, it's though is holding the book, it's the thing. So I feel that the difference it is. So where it is in Parliament Bhavan or Supreme Court? Supreme Court premises. So that's all for today. Any doubts? సో నేపాల్ పంపించేద్దామా? Okay, that's good. Indian Foreign Service will facilitate it. Okay. So while prioritizing, keep only foreign service. Even don't add any other services. So automatically will be there. Okay. Right. 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 Thank you very much. So meet you next week. Bye.